Hello! Thanks for being in a new video. This time I have with me the Thunderobot R16, possibly the most cost-effective laptop today because it is a very attractive price it has, but let's get started. At the time of recording this video, the price of this laptop in Mercado Libre is 24,403 pesos. On the screen, you see the reference price in dollars, just to give you an idea. If you are from another country in Mexico, its distribution is through Mercado Libre, but obviously you can buy it in other countries. So let's get to know it, because I insist that it will give us very good specifications. And at this price, honestly, it will be very difficult to find something this competitive. But what do you think if you join me to uncover the box and see what it contains? In this case, it will be a pretty big box because it is a computer for gamers, and generally these types of computers are not usually characterized by being ultra thin or something similar, although in recent years they have been improving in that aspect, but definitely still could not be considered as ultra portable computers. Let's take this computer out of its box and notice that it comes with this small fabric cover that you could even use as a kind of cover. Since it is nothing more than a plastic, then I think it will be a little more durable note. The design is evident that we are in front of a computer for gamers. Apparently is made of a fairly rigid material. Here we find the logo of the brand, and obviously comes with some reliefs and special finishes in addition to the tremendous vents, because obviously we'll have very powerful fans. Also see that comes with the speakers here at the bottom, and on the sides we also see plenty of space for the vents. In a moment I will tell you the specifics of the ports, and on the other side there are two other ports, but even though it looks like it has few connectors, in reality it is, because on the back it comes with more connectors, so in a moment I will talk about them. For now, let's see what else we can find here in the box. To start, we find the user manual, which obviously will be something simple. And what else we will find around here? The power cord, which curiously in this case comes for two different regions, but if the connector used in Mexico is included, then this is what comes in the box. And curiously, in the box also include these screws that honestly I do not have a certainty of its utility. Possibly will allow us to change some internal components of the computer, but as you can see, does not have a special tray for easy access, so I guess you should remove the entire lid in case you want to change any part. And finally, on the other side, we are going to find the charging adapter. As you will notice, although it is big and heavy, it is actually not as big as we had seen in past generations of Thunderobot. So it seems to be a little more balanced in terms of power and weight. Remember that it is highly likely that this adapter will also have to be constantly transporting it with your computer. So you have to add it to the weight of the computer. That is all that comes in the box. We do not include a special case, but as I say, possibly this fabric cover could help you a little more to protect it. We will then close this box again and turn on the computer to see if it will have a comfortable opening with the computer, and if it will have a comfortable opening with the computer, we will be able to see if it will be able to open the case, and if it will have a comfortable opening with the computer. Note that if you will have a comfortable opening with one hand, and curiously also its power button is very characteristic with the logo of the brand, apparently does not bring some fingerprint reader. And it seems to me that the trackpad comes a little wider than in past generations. In fact, the design also comes with different reliefs that we had not seen. The keyboard, for example, seems to be slightly sunken, then has interesting features, and obviously the entire keyboard will also feature RGB lights so you can customize your games. So it's already here on the computer. Let me tell you about its specifications. We will find a 16-inch screen with a resolution of 2560 by 1600 pixels. It's a very good quality screen that also offers a refresh rate of 144 Hz, and it's a screen that has a refresh rate of 144 Hz, and it's a screen that has a refresh rate of 144 Hz, and it's a screen that has a refresh rate of 144 Hz. A screen that has a refresh rate of 240 Hz. I think in that sense is a little excessive and exaggerated, but the screen will definitely respond very fast. We are not talking about a touch screen, but if a screen very focused on gaming, because we will offer super fluid movements. It has the Intel Core i7 processor, specifically of the 14th generation. The model is 14650HX and offers 1 terabyte of solid-state storage and 16 gigabytes of RAM. The 3 USB-A connectors, counting those on the right side and the one on the left side, are USB 3.1, and on the back we also find a high-speed USB-C port in conjunction with the USB-C. high speed in conjunction with the HDMI connector, and also RJ45, so you can connect the internet by cable. The charger will be connected with a special connector, so that's positive because it leaves free the USB-C port that in other computers is used to plug the computer to the current. The battery is 60 watts hour, so at least in theory it does not seem to be a big battery because of all the space that uses the cooling system. And in this case, obviously, in addition to the integrated graphics of the Intel processor, it will use the NVIDIA RTX 4060 graphics card with 8 GB of RAM for DR6 video. So, what do you say we run a benchmark so we can have a little clearer reference of the performance that this computer would be able to achieve? First, we will test with this computer unplugged from the power and in the balanced performance profile to test more or less what would be its performance in this kind of condition. So let's start the test and I will get back to you when this test is finished. And here we have the result. Overall, we have 1,881 points. The CPU scored a little bit low at this point, but clearly you still don't want to give it maximum power to try to maintain a positive battery life. So it had 571 points, but on GPU it performed pretty well, even unplugged, coming in at 632 points. But we are going to give it maximum power with all this power, as it gives us an output of 230 watts. So let's see how it does with all that power. First, we are going to change the performance profile to put it on maximum. Performance, and note that also the manufacturer includes an application called Control Center, where you are going to be able to select the performance mode. It has an office mode, gaming mode, or high performance mode. Then in high performance mode, the fan is going to go full blast to try to cool the whole computer. Then we are going to keep this high performance mode on, and we are going to run this test again to see how much it goes up. I will come back when this test is done. And ready here we have the numbers after it finished. Overall we have 3,973 points, so it is doing quite well. It has a high performance. The CPU reached 2,434 points, but obviously the most attractive in this computer will be the GPU that reached 794 points. So it is a computer that definitely is very focused on those users who want the maximum graphics power in this price range. Of course, there will be more powerful computers, but they are going to go up exaggeratedly in price. And in this segment, I think very few computers are going to offer you the same performance that offers us a device with these features. Then later in the video review, I will do many more tests. For now has been a first look at this computer. I hope you liked it. Soon we will have the video review. Wait for it, because we will see you next time.